confidence is an essential quality to have on any kind of path of spiritual awakening. And by confidence, I don't mean the ordinary kind of confidence, which we usually have about things. We can, of course, in the ordinary way, get increasingly better at something. For example, if we start a new hobby or we start a new job, in the beginning we are beginners, we have to learn everything, and over time we build up this kind of confidence in our abilities. We build up more and more knowledge. We are more and more certain about what we are doing, and therefore we feel more confident in our job or whatever it is we are doing. But on the spiritual path, I don't mean that we need to have that kind of confidence. It's more so the case that the doubts which we have in the beginning fade away more and more and more. So this confidence, which is essential on this awakening path, is not necessarily the belief or faith we have in ourselves as a body-mind to do something, to get somewhere. The confidence I'm talking about is the confidence in reality itself. So the more we engage in this exploration of our true nature, the more we explore our doubts and beliefs, the more we see that all these limiting beliefs we have, all these doubts, they don't really apply. We falsify them more and more. And through that, we develop this confidence not in ourselves as a person, but the confidence that reality is always so, that our beliefs were false after all. This can maybe be likened to exiting your car and going into your apartment and then wondering if you actually locked your car, right? So what do you do if you're unsure if you actually did lock it? You go back there and you check. Did I lock it or did I not? Turns out I did lock the car. So this doubt I had in the beginning falls away because of my checking, because of my exploration. Then I go back to the apartment, and if I somehow am still not sure if I really did lock it, of course I can go and check again. But hopefully after the second time, or after the third time if you're really doubtful, you're certain that this doubt you have doesn't hold. It doesn't apply. It has no basis in reality. And the same thing can be said when we are discovering our true nature. In the beginning, we may be quite uncertain. We might have all these doubts of, is that it? Did I find it? Is it really like that? And that's quite natural. Don't worry if you experience these doubts. I certainly know from my own experience that I had them. I was quite doubtful by nature, I would say. This kind of confidence didn't come to me naturally at all. So, what's there to be done about it? Well, you just explore, discover your true nature for yourself, over and over and over again, if you need to. You see and you explore and test whether these beliefs you have are actually true. And you will find that these limiting beliefs are not true after all. And interestingly, this confidence in the reality of true nature itself also builds up a kind of relative confidence. So when we seem to be suffering, when we seem to be lost in ignorance, we have more and more faith, so to say, that we know exactly how to get out of it. If we get lost in the jungle, at first it might seem like we are lost for a really long time. But after a while, we know how to get out quicker and more effectively. And we develop these kind of pathways just through the discovery of true nature, through our exploration. And more we see that the way out of the jungle is always readily available, that reality is always like that, always free, always unbounded and open and awake. And this doubt, this uncertainty of how to get out of our misery just gets increasingly weaker as a result of that. And knowing that the reality of our true nature is always accessible like that, it really weakens our doubts, and again, as a byproduct, produces this natural kind of confidence. Now, another thing I want to add, however, is that this confidence doesn't mean that you have this definitive, clear, resolute statement about what true nature is. This is the paradoxical thing about it. Usually, when we get more confident about something, we have more and more knowledge. We become more and more certain that our conceptual understanding actually applies to whatever it is we are confident about. But when it comes to true nature, it's not quite like that. Because true nature is totally indefinable. Any kind of resolute statement we make about it, any kind of concept we try to apply on it, never really holds. It never sticks. It always misses the mark, so to say. So don't worry if you don't have the kind of confidence where you say, oh, I know exactly what true nature is. It's like that and that and that. You might very well be fooling yourself if you have that kind of confidence. It's more so, again, the confidence that our false beliefs don't apply, that they are false after all. And what remains then is this unknowing, this indefinable flow of reality. And even though it is indefinable and ungraspable, paradoxically, it is the only security, the only real solid ground, which is groundless. And if we can have confidence in anything, then it's that. As always, if anything remains unclear, don't hesitate to write in the comments or use one of the links in the description to contact me directly, and we can maybe explore any of your doubts more in depth. Thank you for watching, and I will see you right here next time.